Did you know that in today's interconnected world, the average person spends nearly a third of their life working, yet most still struggle to build true financial independence? The majority of people are stuck, following routines dictated by a system that rewards the few who dare to think differently. Ever feel like the harder you work, the further behind you fall? It's not your fault. The system is designed to keep you busy, dependent, and in perpetual financial stress. But here's the thing, you don't have to live like this. You can break free, but only if you understand how the system works, and more importantly, how to escape it. In this video, we're diving deep into how to make money and escape the system. By the end, you'll have actionable insights to shift your mindset, identify the traps holding you back, and start building wealth on your own terms. So, if you're ready to challenge the status quo and create a life of financial freedom, subscribe to the channel and let's get started. Let's start with a hard truth. If you can't regulate yourself, someone else will. Whether it's your boss, a bank, or even an algorithm, the world is full of systems designed to control your habits, your time, and your money. Think about this. How often do you find yourself scrolling aimlessly through social media, procrastinating on tasks, or spending money impulsively? These distractions aren't just random. They're engineered to keep you hooked. And the cost isn't just your time, it's your freedom. Take control with self-regulation. It's about developing habits that align with your goals, not the system's goals. Start small. Limit your screen time, create a daily routine that prioritizes productivity, or practice mindfulness to regain focus. Imagine your life as a ship. Without self-regulation, you're drifting wherever the current takes you. But with discipline, you become the captain, steering toward your desired destination. Ask yourself, are your daily actions moving you closer to freedom or deeper into dependency? Remember, mastering self-regulation is the first step to escaping the system. Most people are stuck because they follow the crowd. It feels safe, right? After all, if everyone's doing it, it must be the right thing to do. But here's the problem. The crowd rarely leads to success. In fact, it's often headed straight into mediocrity. Consider this. Society teaches us to go to school, get a stable job, buy a house, and retire at 65. But does this formula work for everyone? Or is it a trap that keeps you tied to the system, living paycheck to paycheck? Let's dig deeper. Why do most people follow this formula? Because it's comfortable. It offers predictability. But comfort can be deceptive. It keeps you in a cycle of doing what's expected, not what's best for you. How often do you make decisions based on what others think, rather than what aligns with your goals? Take a moment to reflect. When was the last time you made a bold choice that went against the grain? Maybe it was starting a business, pursuing an unconventional career, or rejecting a high-cost lifestyle to save and invest. These decisions are like planting seeds for future growth, even if they seem risky in the moment. Think about this analogy. The crowd is like a river flowing toward a waterfall. It's easy to get swept along with the current. To escape, you must swim upstream. Sure, it's harder and it might feel lonely at times, but that's the only way to avoid the fall. The further upstream you go, the clearer the water, and the fewer people you'll find. Why? Because most don't have the courage to go against the current. Here's a thought-provoking question. If the crowd's formula for success really worked, wouldn't everyone following it already be wealthy and happy? Yet, most people are stressed, overworked, and financially stuck. Could it be that the formula itself is flawed? Breaking free from the herd mentality starts with self-awareness. Ask yourself, what do I truly value? What kind of life do I want to live? Once you define your vision, you can start making choices that align with your goals, not society's expectations. So, are you ready to challenge the norms and chart your own path? The journey might be uncomfortable, but it's the only way to escape mediocrity and achieve genuine freedom. Here's a system secret. The more you consume, the more trapped you become. Consumerism isn't just about buying things, it's about being controlled by the constant need to acquire more. The latest gadgets, designer clothes, even those daily coffee runs, they all keep you tethered to the system. Think about it. How often do you buy something just because it's on sale? Or upgrade your phone, not because the old one doesn't work? but because it feels outdated. That isn't just spending, it's the system winning. Every purchase you make feeds the machine, a cycle designed to keep you chasing the next thing. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Consumerism sells you the illusion of happiness. That designer bag, the latest car model, the newest tech, they all promise satisfaction. But how long does that happiness last? A week? A month? Eventually, the novelty fades, and you're left wanting more. Why? Because the system is built to thrive on your dissatisfaction. To escape, shift from being a consumer to a creator. Instead of buying things that depreciate, invest in assets that appreciate. For example, instead of splurging on luxury items, put that money into stocks, real estate, or even a side business. These investments create wealth, while consumer goods drain it. Ask yourself, are your purchases building your future or someone else's? Is your paycheck working for you or for the corporations selling you things you don't need? Think of this analogy. Consumerism is like running on a treadmill. You're expending energy but going nowhere. Now imagine stepping off that treadmill and walking a path that actually leads somewhere. A path of financial growth and freedom. Here's a challenge. Before your next purchase, ask yourself, do I truly need this, or is this a temporary fix for a deeper void? You'll be amazed at how often the answer is the latter. Escaping the consumerist trap isn't about deprivation. It's about empowerment. It's about redirecting your resources, money, time, and energy, toward things that bring real value to your life. Imagine a future where your money grows while you sleep. That's the reward for breaking free from the consumerist mindset. So, are you ready to take control? Or will you keep running on the treadmill? Security feels safe, but it can also be a cage. Many people stay in jobs they hate or avoid taking risks because they fear instability. But here's the thing. The illusion of security often holds you back more than actual risk. The real danger lies in staying too comfortable, too stagnant, while the world evolves around you. Think about it. A stable 9-to-5 job might seem like the ultimate safety net. But is it really? What happens when your company downsizes or your industry becomes obsolete? Are you prepared for those uncertainties? The truth is, relying solely on one source of income makes you vulnerable. True security isn't found in stability, it's found in adaptability. Let's use an analogy. Imagine your financial life as a table. A single income source is like one leg holding it up. If that leg breaks, the table collapses. But if you have multiple legs, like side hustles, investments, or freelance gigs, your table remains standing, even if one leg falters. So ask yourself, how many legs does your financial table have? And how stable are they? Here's a question to consider. Are you clinging to comfort because it's easy, or because it's truly secure? Comfort zones are like padded cells. They feel safe, but they also restrict your movement. Stepping out of them is the only way to grow and escape the trap of false security. To truly escape the system, you need to embrace calculated risks. Start small. Invest in a skill, take on a side hustle, or explore passive income opportunities. The idea isn't to abandon stability, but to redefine it by creating multiple avenues of financial support. Remember, comfort can lull you into complacency, but growth often comes disguised as discomfort. Are you willing to trade short-term safety for long-term freedom? By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far and want more topics like this, comment the word "more" so I know. So, where do you stand? Are you building a fortress of security by diversifying your income and skills? Or are you holding on to a single source, hoping it doesn't crumble? True freedom lies in your willingness to take those first steps out of the comfort zone and into a world of opportunities. Are you ready? By the way, did you know that 66.8% of our viewers aren't subscribed yet? If you're finding value in this content, now's the perfect time to hit that subscribe button. Not only will you get our latest videos, tips, and insights delivered straight to your feed, but you'll also help us stay motivated to keep bringing you the best wealth-building content out there. Let's grow this community together and hit that 200,000 subscriber milestone, because your support fuels the journey to a wealthier future. So go ahead, Subscribe now, and let's make it happen. All right, let's dive into the next topic, and that is wealth. It's about freedom, not money. What does wealth mean to you? For most, it's a number, a certain figure in the bank or a paycheck that makes you feel secure. But here's the kicker. True wealth has very little to do with how much money you have and everything to do with the freedom it gives you. It's about having the ability to spend your time how you want, to wake up each day without the weight of financial obligations dictating your every move. Let's pause for a second and ask, if money wasn't an issue, how would you spend your days? Would you still work the same job? Would you finally start that business or travel the world? Most people are so focused on earning more that they forget to think about why they're earning in the first place. Now, imagine this scenario. You have $1 million in the bank, but you're tied to a high-stress job that consumes your time and energy. Is that real wealth? Compare that to someone with a modest income, but the freedom to travel, pursue their passions, and spend time with loved ones. Which life would you choose? Wealth is about choices, not just commas and zeros. To build true wealth, you need to shift your mindset. Stop focusing on just increasing your income and start building assets that generate passive income. Rental properties, dividend-paying stocks, and digital businesses are great examples. These income streams work for you even when you're not actively working, freeing up your time to live the life you envision. Here's a question worth pondering. Are you chasing money or freedom? There's a difference. Chasing money can leave you trapped in the system, while pursuing freedom allows you to design a life on your terms. And don't forget, wealth is a tool. It's not the goal. It's the means to an end. Use it to build a life filled with purpose, adventure, and joy. Are you using your wealth to unlock doors or just to buy more locks? Ask yourself this, is your definition of wealth aligned with your dreams? Or are you stuck in a rat race, chasing numbers that don't bring fulfillment? Redefining wealth isn't about deprivation. It's about alignment. It's about ensuring your financial goals match the life you want to live. So what will it be? The illusion of wealth or the reality of freedom? Building generational wealth isn't just about accumulating money and handing it over to your heirs. It's about creating a foundation of knowledge, values, and tools that empower future generations to sustain and grow that wealth. Imagine it like planting an orchard instead of a single tree. Sure, one tree provides fruit for a while, but an orchard, that feeds generations. Now here's a key question. What kind of financial habits are you passing down? Are you teaching your family to thrive financially? Or are they picking up spending habits that lead to struggles? True generational wealth starts with financial literacy. It's about showing your children how to budget, invest, and understand the difference between assets and liabilities. These aren't just lessons, they're life skills that can change their trajectory. Think about this. Many families lose their wealth by the second or third generation. Why? Because the money was passed down without the knowledge or discipline needed to manage it. It's like giving someone a golden goose, but forgetting to teach them how to take care of it. Ask yourself, are you creating a system where your wealth can grow? Or are you leaving a financial time bomb for your family to deal with? The goal isn't just to pass on money. It's to pass on the mindset and skills to sustain and build upon that wealth. To start, consider setting up structures like trusts to protect assets, or investing in diversified portfolios that provide long-term growth. Even more importantly, have open conversations with your family about money. Normalize discussions about savings, investments, and financial planning. Now think beyond the financial aspect. What values are you instilling in your family? Are you teaching them the importance of hard work, generosity, and smart decision-making? Wealth isn't just a dollar amount, it's a mindset and a way of life. Imagine this. Your grandchildren inherit not just a portfolio of investments, but also a family culture that values financial responsibility, entrepreneurship, and giving back. What kind of legacy does that create? Here's something to ponder. If you disappeared tomorrow, would your family know how to manage what you've built? Or would they be scrambling to figure it out? The answer to that question determines whether you're building true generational wealth or simply accumulating money for the short term. Remember, generational wealth is about creating opportunities and security for your family, ensuring they have the tools to thrive. It's not just about your lifetime, it's about the ripples you create for decades to come. What kind of legacy will you leave behind? Escaping the system isn't easy, but it's possible. By mastering self-regulation, rejecting the herd mentality, and redefining your relationship with money, you can create a life of true freedom. The question is, are you ready to take the first step? If you found this video helpful, I highly recommend checking out my next video, which complements this one perfectly. Don't hesitate to share this video, it might help someone else too. Subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts on today's content. Together, we can challenge the status quo and build a future of financial independence. See you in the next one, Money Magician.